Hey guys, let's take a look at a baseball choke from the knee on stomach. If we look in history, arguably one of the best knee on stomach guys in our jiu-jitsu history was a guy that with the nickname of Margarita. Did knee on stomach to everyone. He used this finish in particular to score to win a lot of medals. It's called the baseball choke. I'm going to show you one little detail that he has to take the defense off right away, and a pretty genius little trick. So again, and he, we're going to use this lapel. Again, you don't have to use the lapel. If I'm knee on stomach and I want to do a typical baseball choke, I'm just going to put my thumb in this collar and then trace this collar in and up, and we've got our grip. Reason why it's called a baseball choke, it looks like you're holding a baseball bat. So it's not a cross choke. Cross choke, our arms cross. Baseball choke, they're going to stay on opposite sides, and we're going to twist around to make that. Again, it looks like you're holding a baseball bat. Okay? Several reasons why we could do a baseball choke. Either we go right for it, or if I put my hand in the cross choke and he defends and brings his head underneath, now my hand is already ready. We just make one more grip and we're ready to go for that baseball choke. Okay? Since we're being fancy today, I'm going to use this lapel. We're going to increase the power of the baseball choke. However, it is a bit more difficult with this collar to keep the choke on the neck. It tends to drift a little high on our opponent's face, so we have to be a little bit aware of that, especially in training, right? In training, because this is a very strong choke, and in training, we want to make sure that everything is as perfect as possible so we don't hurt training partners. So again, I prop my knee on the stomach. Now, we've already got our first hand in. It's already ready to go. I'm not going to feed a cross choke. We're going to feed our right hand to the same lapel I'm grabbing right here. Okay? We've got our baseball choke. And it will feel like you have a baseball bat if you ever held a baseball bat. Now, here's the thing we have to think about with the baseball choke. This arm's job is to basically stay straight until I am finishing. Okay? So this one stays extended and straight. The job of my right arm is going to be pull the slack out of the gi, if there is any. With this grip, there's not much. Okay? I'm going to pull the slack out of the gi, and then I'm going to bring my forearm to touch my other forearm. So that's what my right arm's doing. Okay? Very important. Both arms have a very specific job on the baseball choke. We're not just grabbing and spinning. We're keeping our left arm straight, our right arm's pulling the slack out, and I'm cutting that forearm across. I want my forearms to touch the whole time. Okay? If they don't touch, you'll feel like one is on the face and one is not. So forearms are going to be looking to touch the whole time. Here's the little genius trick that Margarita used to use, and the reason why is it's very common that the guy blocks this arm it's cutting across, and then your choke feels weak. Okay? So I'm going to use my right knee to slide right through the arm. Okay? Now when we slide through the arm, I'm going to bring my shoulder down. So my weight is on my opponent right now, so I'm stuck. Okay? I'm not stuck, I'm just stuck on him, and I don't feel off balance, and there's nowhere for him to bring his legs through to get any type of arm attack going. Okay? Once we bring our right knee to the floor, here's what we're going to bring our left knee over to the mat, and now my head must change sides. Okay? This is also a very important detail for finishing. When my left knee goes to the floor, my head must go to the other side, which makes this choke very, very tight. And that's what finishes that twist and bringing my head to this hip to block any other movement. So both knees need to be on the floor. This one on this side can be posted up. My right one can be posted up, but the left one needs to be down to block his head. Otherwise, he's going to rotate just as I am, and the choke will be weak. The finishing pressure, when we put our head over here, will connect it, so basically now is an inverted cross choke. Okay? So again, we're here on knee on stomach. I'm going to take all the slack out of the lapel. I'm going to feed the lapel with my palm faces the mat. We're ready to go now. So we're going to put the knee on stomach. You see my first grip on the baseball bat choke is already ready to go. The only thing is, I got to lift the collar up and make the opening to give to my right hand. Left forearm stays straight. Right arm pulls the slack out and goes down. And when I feel that defense, I'm going to cut my knee through. So our knee's cutting through, my shoulder's hitting the deck, and then my knee's going to go on the other side of his head to prevent him from spinning. You can post your right leg up, but my head must change sides. Okay, now I'm going to bring my elbows in. Again, just like a cross choke. It's basically an inverted cross choke that we get by spinning around his head and making our grip a little different. It is a wonderful choke. So, baseball choke from the knee on stomach with the little tricky detail of cutting that defense. Whether he makes a defense or not, cut it off from the beginning. You'll have a much higher percentage rate of finishing this choke from knee on stomach. I'm Shawn Williams. You're here with Dana and I at 5-Star Martial Arts in Los Angeles. Also, Renzo Gracie, Los Angeles, Team Renzo Gracie. Thanks for joining us, guys. We'll see you real soon.